Hello?
Oh, excited to potentially have Jamar back?
Yeah. Well, it's always fun when a guy like that comes back and enters the lineup. So, uh, see how he goes this week in practice, and we'll play it by ear.
How good is it to have, if he's available to go on Sunday, have a guy like that available against a team like Kansas City?
I mean, he's one of the best in the league, and so whenever a guy like that comes back and enters your offense, it's gonna change the way defenses play you.
What's been the biggest development in his game that you've seen, at this point through his second year, then, from year one?
It's being able to move him around. You can kind of focus on a guy if he's just lining up number one to the boundary all the time, but moving around slot, field, backfield, all that good stuff, then it's a lot harder to double him, cloud him. Just always got to pay attention to him.
The offense has been playing well over the last month. Now you could be adding Jamar back. Just how does that feel, even another piece when the offense is clicking?
Just adds more explosiveness. Explosiveness. He can score from any point on the field, and then teams know that, and adds a fear element.
Do you think this offense is better now than where it was maybe a month ago when Jamar went down because you guys have kind of overcome that and gone 3-1 during this stretch?
Yeah, we've got better as the season goes. More. That's how the season should go. You get more reps. You play more ball together. You have more practices. You should be playing your best ball at the end of the year.
What has made the role players who have filled in his absence, and even before Jamar went out, what has made the role players so effective here under your offense?
They just work really hard. They take advantage of their reps in practice, even when they, weren't playing. They made the most out of their reps in practice, and they had mental reps. They had good quality reps all the time, just to keep getting better and better. And so when their opportunity came, they were ready for it.
When they took it from the practice field to the game field, sometimes guys don't, but they did. It gave it validation. What does that do for you as an offense, knowing those guys can play if needed?
Got a lot of depth. I would say, the most depth that we've had since I've been here. You have one or two guys go down, it's not the end of the world. We still have guys that are going to step up and make plays in big spots.
Which quarterbacks do you watch on tape around the league, and what do you think of Patrick's game?
I mean, he's the best right now. He's been playing the best all year. It's fun to watch him play. He does it a lot of different ways. Uh, there really hasn't been a lot of people like him come through the game.
What do you like about his game? Is it his style? It's like Steph Curry over there? What do you like about him?
Has a lot of different ways to beat you. He can do it with his legs. He can do it outside the pocket. He can do it inside the pocket. He can do it down the field. He can do it with quick game. He's just the whole package.
What is that? Does that do anything for you preparation wise going through the week, or as an offense as a whole? When you know you've got another guy or an offense like that, that you'll be playing on Sunday.
No, not really.
Why not?
We're playing the defense that they have, and they have a really good defense. Coaches think about the game as a whole, how you call plays in certain situations based on what kind of offense they have. But as an offense and as a quarterback, that's not really something I think about.
How different are they on defense this year versus last year?
New faces, some new schemes. I'm sure they'll have some change up coverages and some new blitzes for us. So we'll have to be great in our adjustments, but they just add new players that come and do their jobs, and they're very sound.
Their GM was very kind of upfront. The goals were to get more athletic, to get faster, to get younger. Do you notice that when you look at that defense now?
Yeah, they're flying around. They do a great job of running to the football, challenging all the throws when they play their man. They're always around the ball. Good job making plays. So it'll be a challenge for us.
I know you said you're not facing him directly, obviously, on offense, but is there a part of you that enjoys playing a quarterback like Patrick? Like, are you having that matchup between you two? I mean, something that you get a kick out of. This is your third time facing each other.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch him. Whether it's on TV or on the sideline, he makes some incredible plays that it's just fun to watch.
You're preparing for a Steve Spagnuolo defense. Is his as much on the table? I mean, he has a lot of things that he can draw from. Is he amongst the league leaders in that category?
Yeah, you always got to be ready for everything that he's throwing at you. He could throw it at you on any down, really. A lot of teams they have their base down calls and they have their third down calls. He can really throw anything at you at any time, at any point of the field, and so you always got to be mentally alert when you play this guy.
Do you have a relationship with Patrick Mahomes? I know as quarterbacks sometimes you guys get
Not too much. We've texted back and forth every now and then, but I wouldn't say anything. We haven't hung out off the field or anything like that.
Did you watch the golf match that he and Josh Allen did? And would you ever
I can't
participate in something like that?
I can't say I watched that. No. They would. I'm not very good at golf, so you'd have to pay me a lot of money to go out there and stink it up on live TV.
When you get a matchup like this, a lot of people like to, hit it as a matchup between quarterbacks. What do you make of that whenever that's, comes about where it's, you put any two quarterbacks who are kind of good and it ends up being a quarterback battle? What are your thoughts?
Well, that's how the media likes to spin it, and it creates energy for the game and anticipation. But it's each quarterback is going against the defense, and when you have two quarterbacks like that go out and play, I think it's just great for the game and great for fans to watch high level quarterback play.
The week 17 win last year against Kansas City here. What before, during, after? What is the memory that sticks out most to you from that day?
Oh man, this feels like so long ago. I mean, that was the day we won the division, so that was exciting. But that's so far behind us now. It was almost a year ago now, so it is what it is. Last year happened. We're on to this year.
Joe, I know you're not going to overhype a single game in a season, but what do you enjoy about a matchup like this against a team like this?
They're one of the best teams in the league. Great quarterback, great defense, playmakers all over the field. We know we're going to have to play them in the playoffs if we want to get to where we want to go. So this is a big game for us. Obviously, would love to win it, but we'll take it one day at a time, have good practices, and go out there on Sunday and put our best foot forward.
We heard Ted Karras yelling they have to come see us after the game on Sunday. Is that kind of just the mindset carrying through with this team right now? No matter who you face, they have to come see us?
Yeah, we're really confident in ourselves. We feel like we can beat any team in the league, and we've proven that. So we're not going to go out and be scared of anybody. We're going to go out and play our game.
I think down 21-3 in the championship game. What turned it? Do you think that they?
We just made plays, got stops. It's a long game. When you get down like that, there's no panic on our end. That's kind of the way we've always played. We got playmakers. We can score at any time. We got a great defense, so we're never out of it.
Kind of like what Paul asked. Do you have any memory from that game when you want to go to the Super Bowl?
It was fun. It was a fun locker room experience. But like I said, last year was last year. New team, new faces, new year.
Fair to say that you, excuse me, like to get off to a better start on Sunday.
Yeah, we always say that, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Whatever the game ends up throwing at us is what we'll handle.
Why do you think you guys are so good? I mean, you always say, it's a long game, like you just said, and take it one play at a time, one series. But why do you think you guys are so good when you get down in games and maintain your composure? What gives you that quality?
It's just kind of how we're built. We throw it really well. Offensive line protects. When we're down like that, we don't really change the way we play. That's kind of how we play through the whole game. Our defense always settles in no matter how the game starts. They always end up making plays and getting us the ball when we need it. And we got veteran guys, mature guys that understand that we're never out of it no matter what the score is.
Faced a lot of really good defensive linemen this year. It seems like every game they got either better inside guys or edge guys. Chris Jones, he's amongst the best. What does he do? What problems does he pose for you?
Well, he's the best interior pass rusher in the league, I think, outside of Aaron Donald. But he just creates so many problems and mismatches for you. You always got to be alert of where he's at because he can wreck the game. It feels like we're talking about the same thing every week, just like you're saying. So you always got to be aware of him. But I'm confident in the ability of our guys inside to give me enough time to make the plays.
I know you're not comparing years or anything like that, but is there a difference to celebratory locker rooms this year as compared to some of those last year, like Tennessee last week, compared to some of the ones that you had last year? Was a happy locker room a happy locker room?
It's always the same after a win.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that feeling walking off the field after a win, knowing you're gonna go see your guys in the locker room and celebrate. That's why you play the game. The plane rides home after wins, getting together after games. It's just that's why you play.
So what does it do for a team when a guy like Teddy Karras leaves the field with the fire and passion that he left it with on Sunday?
I wouldn't say that individual moment did anything for us. It's just the energy that Ted brings all the time. That's the same energy that he's bringing on a Wednesday morning. This morning, getting ready for our first meeting of the week. He's so consistent with his energy that that's kind of something that we haven't had on this team before, and it brings a life and energy, in the locker room that it's kind of hard to describe.
Feel like the consistency of your pocket against Tennessee, the protecting the depth of it and the edges was as good as you've had all year?
Yeah, that film was unbelievable to watch. Watching those guys go out and play the way that they did, and that's really how they've been playing for a lot of the year. So, got all the confidence in the world in those guys just because they just keep showing it. It keeps showing up on tape.
Have you adjusted your mindset because you've got more time on a consistent basis on any down?
That's a good question. I wouldn't say that. I would say that it has opened up some possibilities for us in the pass game as far as pushing the ball down the field. But as far as my mindset on first and second down, I'm always going to try to find a completion early. So that hasn't changed. But I would say it's definitely opened up some possibilities for us.
Joe, what was your feeling about what happened on the kneel down? Is there a code of respect that was broken at the end of that game?
It is what it is. If I was in that situation, I would try to do the same exact thing, try to win the game. So it is what it is.
I think I saw a picture of you when you were a kid with a Chiefs shirt on. Were you a Chiefs fan at that stage?
I guess I must have been. I don't remember it, but I don't remember being a Chiefs fan. No.
So then I shouldn't ask you who your favorite Chiefs fan is.
No. Good.